Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Now in the pistol. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the handoff. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Mustangs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, SMU. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create here on the move. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now it's second down here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Using his legs, it's Robinson.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, and stay ahead of the sticks.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Gives it to the back. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense is really threatening now.
There's nothing better than that. Fourth down and one. Hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Receiver in motion now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Trying to get the throw off. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
can do here? Third down and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? Fourth and goal from the 2. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Well, it's a nice job of picking up the first down by this Michigan State running back. And Chris, you think back over the years, think of how many good backs we've seen wear these colors for Michigan State. Going back to Lorenzo White, guys like T.J. Duckett, Le'Veon Bell, Javon Ringer, always a good back in East Lansing.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Fighting off the defender. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Spartans will have 1st and 10 here. There's a design quarterback keeper. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On the toss play, runner moving left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, the defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught in the flat by the running back. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ponies. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And he finds his tight end for the catch. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The whole key on four verts is being able to give the quarterback enough time to assess the defense. Because once he's got his receivers downfield, if he has time to make that throw, you're going to come up with some big gains.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's picked for a third time tonight.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left on the half, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive to come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second and 10 here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the Spartans pick up enough to get a first down there.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
And the Spartans pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first and 10, looking to throw. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught right at the 10. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Spartans. The offense still out there. They're going for two here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Pass midfield.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Michigan State 9.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? On the run, it's Robinson. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. We'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the play coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Spartans come to the line in a hurry-up. Has the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it falls incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, SMU 27, Michigan State 9.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And the Spartans pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback drops back, trying to create outside the pocket now. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway. Offense getting set. It's second down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Gets some space around the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the route is on. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And the back now goes in motion. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the 1st down. It's exactly what he's able to do.
And the Spartans are on the move here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw again. And he fires the football to the right side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. The Spartans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Ball handed to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to beat the sticks.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.